what was it about Sacramento that made you want to sign up here and come back for another tour of duty?
I really loved it when I was here last year. I liked the team, the organization. They were really good to me, and I just felt like it was a good situation for me to come back here.
What were you doing during this time, especially since you weren't playing in the regular season this year? What kind of basketball shape are you coming in?
I had been working out a lot before the season stopped, and then I started back working out not too long ago, last month or so. Just trying to stay ready, just waiting on the call. I feel like if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Sean Cunningham.
Corey, just when you look at the team that you were familiar with last year, and even though, do you see a lot of differences in the way they play, even with some of the new personnel and some of the old personnel that you were used to last year?
Yeah, they're playing a little bit different just because it's a new system, new coach. But I feel like guys were trying to figure it out, and they started to play better basketball before the shutoff.
And then when you just kind of look at the situation ahead, heading down to Orlando, and obviously Florida is a place you're familiar with, and you kind of see what's going on there right now. Luke said that there's really no players with apprehension about going down there, but are there many challenges, many concerns for you personally?
Of course, there's always going to be concerns anytime you have a virus like this going around. But for me, I feel like the NBA is doing a great job of trying to figure it out to make us safe. And once we get in the bubble, I feel like it's going to be a safe place, and everybody's going to be fine.
Marshall Harris.
Corey, can you just walk us through a little bit of what it's been like for you personally, just with not only the pandemic, but everything that's going on in the country, and to get, that call that, your services were being required after sitting out the first part of the season. What has that been like for you personally?
It's really been crazy, just because it's a lot going on right now with the virus, with the protest, just everything in America right now. It's a tough situation for everybody. And for me, I was at home with my family and my wife and my little boys. So, just spending time with them was a good thing, but it was tough just to see all the stuff going on. But, we're trying to make things right, trying to make things better. And I thought we got to use our platform for that. So for me to get a call to go to Orlando to be able to play basketball again, I was really happy. But just to be in a situation to be on this platform just to help a team, I feel like it was a good situation for me to come.
And there's been a lot of talk, both ways about whether or not the NBA should restart, whether it shouldn't. Damian Lillard had some interesting comments. I don't know if you heard them talking about he just didn't think that people would be able to follow the rules. How confident are you in not just your teammates, but your peers league-wide to be able to make this thing happen and not have problems bubble up once you get to Orlando?
I feel like guys, they kind of understand this virus is serious. Like, a lot of people are getting it, and you got to be careful. So I think I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I think when guys get in the bubble, and it's gonna be lots of stuff to do, I feel like guys are gonna do the right things. And especially if they want to play basketball, and I feel like everybody wants to play basketball, you got to go to Orlando and be ready to do the right things and sacrifice for the NBA, basically. Do the right thing.
And lastly, how strange do you think the situation will be in Orlando? I mean, I'm sure you thought about it a lot. I'm sure guys are talking about it. Like, what do you expect that to be like once you get there?
It's definitely going to be strange, just because you're really just on a campus and you can't leave. So I feel like it's going to be different for guys. But they have a lot of stuff to do, so hopefully guys can stay busy. For me, I'm used to being at home with my kids, so it's not going to be too much difference. Just gotta stay ready.
Sabrina.
How much of a factor was it that Luke Walton was here after playing for him with the Lakers?
Oh yeah, that was another factor for sure. I had a good time playing for Luke when I was in LA. He's a good guy. He's a good coach. So I was happy to come back and be able to play for him again.
Was there anything specific about like the way he coaches that really stuck with you?
He's a player's coach. So for Luke, he's gonna try to put you in position for what you do. For me, I'm a slasher. So when I was in LA, he used to put me in positions to get to the basket. So I feel like he coaches to your strengths.
Tony, back to you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Much better.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I got this air conditioner up really, really loud. But once again, Corey, this is your second one more time around with the Kings organization. And the question was, what's your observation of the organization as a whole and you coming back to play with them?
I feel like it's getting better. It's going in the right direction. I feel like everybody wants to win here in Sacramento. So for me, anything I can do to help a team that's trying to win, that's what I'm going to do. I feel like we've got a lot of good young players, man. They're trying to figure it out, and each day they're getting better. So for a guy like me, any way I can help a young guy get better and help a team to get to where they want to get to, I'm always going to be up for the challenge.
What was your first response when you got that call from the Kings? It's like, hey, they really want to work with me.
I was happy. I wanted to come back after last year if it was my choice. So, of course, when I got the call, I was ready.
Jason Anderson.
Corey, good to see you, man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, buddy. There's been a little bit of talk about the risk of injury here with this format and the long layoff. I know your layoff's been just a little bit longer. Can you talk a little bit about the approach of just making sure you're back in shape and with yourself and others you've spoken to in the league, just how much concern there is about this being a little bit unnatural and whether you might be putting yourself at risk of injury there?
Of course, I'm as concerned for injury, but I feel like guys have been getting back in the gym the last month or so, trying to get themselves back in shape. And, you got to ease into it, but I feel like once we really start playing the seeding games, that guys should be healthy and be ready to play.
What have you learned so far? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, there's always risk when you play basketball, and I feel like you just can't think about it. You just have to go out there and play.
What conversations are you guys having as a team and amongst the coaches in terms of your approach to being in shape and being physically ready for this? What's the process now for the next couple of weeks?
Right now, we're easing into it. Coming to the gym, doing your individuals, getting your sprints in, just trying to get back in shape. It's going to take a little while, but give us a couple of weeks. I feel like guys will be back in the shape they need to be in to play basketball.
Just take a couple more. James Ham again.
Corey, have you talked to Luke about what role you might have with this team? Is there any guarantee that you're going to get minutes, or are you just kind of open for anything and excited about the opportunity?
I'm always open for anything. For me, just to have a chance to play basketball. I love basketball. So whatever they want me to do, whatever they need me to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm always trying to win. So whatever they want me to go out there and do, I'm going to do it. They want me to give them water, they want me to play, whatever, let's go.
And you're a guy who's been in the league for a while, and you've talked about it. You have, a wife and kids. How difficult is that going to be that, you're looking at 5 or 6 weeks here without your family walking into the bubble?
That's probably the hardest part for me. I have small kids, and one's 6 and one's 3 months. So it was tough to leave them. But, they understand, I'm getting older. Anytime I get a chance to play basketball, I got to take it at this moment. And, they're happy. My son's happy I get to play again. And we FaceTime every day, so for like 5 hours. So we still see each other, I guess you can say.
Last question, Matt George.
Corey, welcome back to Sacramento. Good to talk to you.
Appreciate it.
Have you noticed any specific positive improvement and changes with the younger Kings from when you were last with the team to where they're at now?
Yeah, I feel like guys are more focused. Guys are really working hard, and guys know they got to take the next step if they want to be good. Especially if they want to be a playoff team. You got to get better. You can't, you can only be young for so long. You got to grow up.